Sigma males never do these 9 things. Certain behaviors are taboo for Sigma guys. These are the traits that distinguish them from the typical male and help them achieve greater life success. Despite the fact that some of these may seem obvious, some are more subtle. Sigma males appear to have an intrinsic awareness of what works and what doesn't, whereas alpha male behaviors are frequently learned through trial and error. Naturally, this does not imply that Sigmas are faultless. They make mistakes just like everyone else. But they typically make distinct kinds of mistakes. And they pick up on those lessons rapidly. They are not the sort to start trouble. But if it is necessary to defend themselves or others, they will stand their ground. Listed below are 9 things that Sigma men never do. 1. They never anticipate events to take place. Expecting things to happen is a recipe for disappointment. Because life is unpredictable, Sigmas constantly plan for the worst but always hope for the best. They are realistic in their expectations, which does not imply that they are pessimists. They also don't assume anything without question. Even the nicest things in life can be taken away at any time. They are aware of this. They therefore enjoy them while they still have them. The Sigma men concentrate on making things happen, rather than waiting for them to happen. They make plans and strive to achieve them. Furthermore, even if they fall short of their objectives, they do not view it as a failure. Instead, they keep going forward and learn from their errors. All Sigma guys aim for the moon. They will still land among the stars even if they miss. 2. They don't ever betray their partners. People cheating on their partners is growing more prevalent in our day and age. It's simpler than ever to flirt with people we like on social media and reconnect with ex-lovers. Sigmas are aware that cheating is a significant loss of trust and is not only wrong. It will be quite challenging to regain your partner's trust if you betray him or her. Male singles are also aware that the sea is stocked with fish. Before going on to someone else, they will dissolve their relationship if they are unhappy with their existing companion. A Sigma male can cheat, but it's quite improbable, because they typically chose partners with whom they plan to spend the rest of their lives. 3. They never brag. Despite the fact that it's common to feel proud of our achievements, especially guys can sometimes overdo things. Men who are humble and modest are frequently attractive to women, since they might be refreshing in contrast to those who are constantly bragging to impress. Being humble at work also means that you won't make commitments that you can't meet. Your employer will be far more impressed if you underpromise and deliver than if you overpromise and deliver, I can assure you. Sigma males are also conscious that flaunting their abilities can come out as insecure, because they feel the need to impress others. They prefer to let their deeds do the talking. 4. They don't ever go with the flow. Men who are single tend to be independent thinkers, who don't just do as everyone else. They are prepared to follow their own path, even if it means standing out from the crowd. This enables them to remain true to who they are and what they stand for. They are also less likely to be exploited or manipulated by others as a result. Naturally, this does not imply that Sigmas disregard other people's recommendations. They simply aren't scared to think independently and act independently, even if it goes against the trend. Even if it might be simpler to go with the flow, it's not always the wisest course of action. You're paving your own special route every time you deviate from the norm. This makes life more interesting as well as more rewarding. We should listen more often than we speak, because we only have one mouth and 2 ears. By doing this, we can gain knowledge from others and decide for ourselves, rather than merely going along with the herd. 5. Through text messages, emails, or any other form of social media, they never break up with anyone. Male singles are traditional in that they hold certain beliefs. It is best to complete tasks in person. They would never, for instance, break up a relationship by text or social media. They are aware of how disrespectful and cowardly this is. In order to provide both sides the opportunity to express their opinions, people who want to end a relationship will do it in person. Sigmas possess self-assurance and the ability to handle challenging conversations. They appreciate and are cognizant of the feelings of others. It's best to complete some tasks in person. Relationships are ending more and more frequently these days over text or social media. We don't always have the patience to wait for face-to-face interactions. Since we live in a world that values rapid gratification, you can't always settle problems by sending a short SMS or email. It's simple to end a relationship by text or social media. But this is not the Sigma way. 6. They never give in to pointless requests. Their time is valuable, and they won't squander it by complying with demands that are unjustified or pointless. If they are asked to do anything that is unreasonable, they won't follow instructions just because they were given to. This relates to the Sigma's independence of thought. They refuse to follow orders simply because they are given, and challenge authority. Naturally, this does not imply that Stigmas are disobedient. They simply want to make sure that the demands made of them are worthwhile. They won't comply if they're not, so be sure of that. This is one of the traits that contribute to Sigma men tenacity. Being able to think for oneself is more crucial than ever in the modern society. We can't rely on other people to make decisions for us. When we have access to so much information, we must be able to cut through the clutter and determine what is truly deserving of our time and attention. We can all learn from the expertise of Sigma guys in this area. 7. They never lose sight of their origins. No matter how prosperous they grow, Sigmas never lose sight of their roots. They continue to be modest and are grateful for all the things and people who have supported them. They don't always live in the past, but that doesn't mean they forget the things they've learned or the people who have helped them. The capacity of Sigma guys to relate to people from all areas of life is one of their best qualities. They are equally at ease conversing with a CEO as they are a destitute person, because they are aware that everyone has a story to tell and deserves to be heard. I'm not referring to idle chatter either. I'm referring to genuine, profound conversations. In an increasingly disjointed world, Sigma men are a breath of fresh air. They value interpersonal relationships and make an effort to establish deeper connections with others. Stop chit-chatting and start having real conversations with people instead. Each of us has a history that has influenced who we are today. We must keep in mind that where we come from need not determine where we are headed. While we can all draw lessons from our past, we shouldn't let it rule our present. 8. They avoid turmoil and rumors at all costs. Being a drama queen or king is a surefire way to attract attention. But Sigma males aren't searching for that type of attention. They believe that drama and rumors are a waste of time, and would rather devote their attention to worthwhile activities. This does not imply that Sigmas are faultless. They simply understand how to choose their battles. There's nothing wrong with occasionally being a touch dramatic. Sigma, however, has no clear boundary. They are aware that everything has its own time and place. Additionally, they make good use of their judgment. Today's world makes it simple to become engrossed in drama. We are continually inundated with headlines and stories that are meant to elicit a strong emotional response. But we don't have to fall into the trap. Even worse, some guys must continuously tread carefully around drama queens they live with, out of fear of setting her off. This not only develops their energy, but can also cause a variety of issues in the future. A Sigma guy would not find serenity in a relationship like this, and the hassle would not be worth it. 9. They never assign responsibility to anyone else. Accusing others of something is pointless. There is no other option to proceed other than accepting accountability for your own actions, even when it's inconvenient. Single guys always accept responsibility for their own acts. They can handle anything life throws at them because they are strong and resilient. Additionally, it distinguishes them from other guys who are ready to place blame when anything goes wrong. When something goes wrong in the modern world, finding someone to blame is simple. We can put the blame on society as a whole, the economy, our job, or even our parents. But in the end, we are the only ones who have authority over our own behavior. After work or at lunch, we watch movies, and then whine that we don't have time to work on our allotted hustle. We claim to want to lose weight but end up eating chunky food while lounging on the couch. While we have no influence over other people's behavior, we do have power over our own. And if we're not pleased with the outcomes, it's time to own up to our mistakes and make some adjustments. Sigma men never assign blame, they always find a solution.